Hi guys, it's Jessica again from Class New York with some more tips on how to find representation. So the last time we covered a couple of things. You can do it the traditional way through the mail. You can send an email with a short demo reel and a headshot and resume, or you can ask a friend who has representation for a referral. Here's a couple of more ways you can find an agent or a manager. So there's many ways that one can find representation at one-day masterclasses where you're getting an amazing education while also getting in front of an amazing industry professional. So put yourself out there. I also suggest you do as many shows as you can, whether it's a community theater production or a professional production, obviously, who doesn't want to do one of those. You can go on open calls, and if you book, I had a kid who went on an open call and booked The Lion King. And once you book the show from the open call, the casting director will make a referral to an agent or a manager. And that's how you can also find representation. So I definitely suggest looking at Backstage, looking at Actors Access, looking at what auditions are coming up that you can attend. Another way is through our summer intensives. We do these by audition only pre-professional programs, and that's how a lot of kids also get their start. At the end of the week, we put on a final performance for family and friends and agents and managers. One of our students, Charlie Tassone, is now on Broadway in Frozen, and that happened just from attending a one-week summer pre-professional program. We also offer an agent and manager showcase twice a year that is by audition only. However, you get the opportunity to perform for over 20 scouting agents and managers in one evening. I always say to my actors, be your own walking advertisement. What that means is, for example, in advertising, they have a rule. They say it takes at least 6 times for people to recognize the product. So if you were driving on the highway and you saw a billboard for Coca-Cola once, you'd probably forget it. But if you saw it again and again and again, you start to remember and recognize the brand. You are your own brand. So make sure you put yourself out there in front of agents, managers, and casting directors as often as you can. Whether you're doing a community theater production or a show with us at an off-Broadway theater, we do invite agents and managers to come, and you never know who's sitting in that audience. That's how lots of actors get their representation. Now, of course, nobody can guarantee you representation, but the more times you put yourself out there and you get in front of these people, the more recognizable you are. At Class New York, we provide actors with an amazing education, great training opportunities, and the ability to be seen by agents, managers, and casting directors. If you have any more questions for an industry pro, remember I worked in casting for a time and I also worked at 2 different talent agencies. I'm happy to answer those questions, so please leave them in the comments below. Stay tuned for some more tips coming up next month.